Chapter 2. Everyone is special. Have you ever observed any unique feature or quality in your different family members? Do you have any quality similar to your any family member? Can you imagine a blind person reading? Our likes and dislikes. Anjana and Anita are very good friends, but their likes and dislikes are totally different from each other. Anjana is non-vegetarian, while Anita likes the vegetarian food only. Anjana does not like the dresses which Anita wears. Their way of dressing is quite different from each other. Anjana loves to listen to smooth music, but Anita prefers listening to hip-hop music. Anjana wonders, why is it that though they have similar sense organs, yet they have different likes and dislikes? Let's understand why we have different likes and dislikes. We all have similar sense organs that perform the same functions, but it is our brain that senses different things differently. That is the reason why we have different likes and dislikes. Now let us see how it happens. When our sense organs sense something, the information is carried to the brain with the help of network of fibers called nerves. The nerves which carry messages from sensory organs to our brain are called sensory nerves. The brain then processes the messages. After that, it sends commands through another network of fibers called motor nerves to the body parts to act appropriately. Stimulus, sense organs. Sensory nerves carry messages from sensory organs to brain. Reaction, body parts. Motor nerves send commands from brain to sense organs for reaction. Fact trivia. Our brain cannot feel pain. A headache involves nerves and muscles in our head. Sensing things differently. There are various reasons due to which we sense things differently. Some of them are as follows. Friends and family. Friends and family play a major role in determining our likes and dislikes. Normally, a person belonging to a vegetarian family also does not have any liking for non-vegetarian food. Similarly, seeing the parents and friends do various activities often like singing, dancing, playing a particular game, etc. also to an extent develops an interest for the same activity in the children. Traditions and cultural backgrounds. People with different traditions and cultural backgrounds have different likes and dislikes. Some people do not like garlic and onion as they find them offensive. Some people eat crabs, pigs, pigeons, etc., whereas some people cannot even think of eating these things. Occupation. Our likes and dislikes are also determined by the nature of our job. A person working in the factory releasing offending smell all the time is used to the dirty effluents, but a passerby covers his or her nose because of the offending smell. Mental state. Our likes and dislikes are sometimes influenced by our mental state also. We enjoy playing games, watching television, and listening music during our vacations, but when we are ill or we are preparing for examinations, we try and stay away from loud music, playing games, and watching television. Observing babies. As a baby is unable to sit, stand, speak, or eat, it depends on its parents for all its needs. The parents have the natural ability to understand the needs of a baby. A baby communicates either by crying or through facial expressions. Babies usually cry when they are hungry, wet, or feeling uneasy. Babies have different cries to represent their different needs. It is the parents who understand whether the baby is crying for milk or wants to be cuddled. People with special needs. A healthy person has all the body parts working properly. However, there are some people whose certain sense organ or body part does not work, while some other sense organ becomes extra active. We call these people as differently abled people. The people who are mute can convey their needs and feelings with the help of sign language. The people who are deaf develop in themselves an ability to read lips. There is some specially designed equipment called hearing aid to help them understand what others are saying. Some children may have a weak brain or some other physical disability. Physically and mentally challenged children are called special children. Special children need a lot of care, love, and attention. The Government of India has framed several schemes and acts to ensure that such people have plenty of opportunities to become self-dependent. We need to be sensitive towards physically challenged people. Braille script. People who are blind read books written in special script called Braille. It is written on a thick paper by making a row of raised dots. It is a writing system which enables blind and partially sighted people to read and write through touch. All the letters of Braille are made up of 1 to 6 dots. This script was designed by a French boy, Louis Braille, who went blind following a childhood accident. Let's do it. Write 5 sentences and then code them in Braille language. Fact trivia. Braille was based on a tactile military code called night writing, developed by Charles Barbier. The story of Helen Keller. We should not treat people with disabilities as incapable of doing great things. They are as competent as any normal human being. There are many instances of physically challenged people overcoming their disabilities and attaining great heights. One such inspirational story is that of Helen Keller. Due to illness, Helen Keller became deaf and blind. Helen Keller became deaf and blind when she was just 18 months old. Helen Keller was very intelligent and wanted to study. Her father appointed a teacher named Anne Sullivan for her. She began reading and writing using specially designed equipments with the help of her teacher. She learned to read Braille and to write with a specially constructed typewriter. She learned 5 languages. Later, she studied in college. She was the first deaf and blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. Helen Keller became a world-famous speaker and author. She wrote a book called The Story of My Life, which is available in 50 languages. She worked for blind and deaf people and always encouraged them. Helen Keller died on June 1st, 1968 at the age of 88. Vocabulary cards. Sensory nerves. The nerves which carry messages from sensory organs to our brain. Motor nerves. The nerves which send commands from brain to the body parts. Hearing aid. An equipment that helps deaf people understand what others are saying. Special children. The physically or mentally challenged children.